at number 8, unchanged from last week, and that is the Denver Broncos. The Denver Broncos are a team that is, they're starting to come around a little bit more, right? They're now 8-5 on the season. They have won 3 games in a row now over the Falcons, over the Raiders, and last night in a thriller over the Cleveland Browns. The Broncos are a team that their defense has been carrying them most of the season. But the last 3 games, the last 4 games actually, their offense has been starting to click a little better. Their offense and Bo Nix is starting to look like rookie of the year. 38 points versus the Falcons. 29 points versus the pretty good Las Vegas Raiders defense, right? And then 41 points versus the Cleveland Browns. The Broncos are a team that keeps improving week after week after week. I wanted to move them up in my power rankings, but I couldn't justify it. I could not justify them moving from 8 any higher because they did beat the Browns. And when you look at them moving forward, they do play the Indianapolis Colts at home. A Colts team that is kind of a stingy, strong, grungy team. A team that I can't put a needle on because one week you count them out and then they come out and they play lights out and you go Colts and then the Broncos are a team that's continuing just do. They're like the stock market back in the 20s. Up, right? But at some point, they are going to hit that peak. Just like the 1920s depression, right? At some point, that stock market is going to hit that peak, and you can't inject any more money into it, and at some point, it is going to go to crash, right? When will that Broncos crash happen? That is the question, right? That is one of the justifications why I can't move them up there, because I'm expecting them to start to crash, right? Whether it's versus the Colts, whether it's the Chargers, hell, maybe it's the Cincinnati Bengals. At some point, they're going to hit that ceiling, they're going to hit that rookie wall, and they're going to can't go any further no matter how much you surge into it, how much you love them, how much you hype them up, they're going to crash. That is why I had the Denver Broncos at number 8 and not any higher, because I'm expecting them to fall. Maybe not this week, but week 15 and beyond, they are going to at some point fall. So what do you guys think? Denver Broncos at number 8. Number 8. John says, no, the power rankings 5-5 team. There are no 5-5 teams in the power rankings. I don't think there's any 5-5 teams in the NFL. Or you're saying 500 teams. I don't think there's any 500 teams in the power rankings either. So it is what it is. Laura says, Broncos put up a good fight last night against the Browns. Or, Laura, let me take your sentence and let me transpose it. The Browns put up a good fight against the Broncos last night. The Broncos defense had been a top-notch most of the season. Jameis Winston said, hold my beer, here's 500 yards, here's 4 tutties. But you know what? Just because I'm Jameis Winston, let me go ahead and throw 2 interceptions that like in there too. Honestly, the Broncos should have probably lost that game last night. If Jameis wasn't Jameis, and then he Jameised in the fourth quarter, I try to use Jameis as a noun, adjective, and a verb and an adverb. It kind of got convoluted, but whatever. The Broncos definitely won that game last night, but the Browns were definitely trying to take it. Josh says, I had the Broncos at number 14 right now. No love for the Denver Broncos. Okay, Josh. Okay, buddy. Slow it down, but damn. John says Jameis did throw for 6 tutties. 4 of them to his team and 2 to the Broncos. Not wrong. Jameis did account for like 40 some odd points, right? My man Nash Prods in the chat. What up, Nash? What's going on, brother? What's going on? And Josh said the Ravens did dominate the Broncos. They did. That was also like 5 weeks ago too, right? That was also like 5 weeks ago. So very fluid, right? NFL changes from week to week to week, right? At one point, you are the Detroit Lions on top of the world. Winners of like 7 in a row. Next week, we won a game, but we're going to drop down the power rankings. Yeah, we won 11 in a row, but we're going to drop down the power rankings. Very, very fluid over here. Very, very fluid. John says, it's like the same thing, but it's different. Exactly. Jameis is like the same thing, but it's different. Nash Prod said the Buffalo Bills, number 2. Nash, stay around, buddy. Stay around. We will discuss that. But coming in at number 7.